Hello, Miss Dillon and Destiny. I hope you guys are enjoying some of your time at home and staying safe and healthy. This is Miss Franklin. I had checked in earlier this week with Miss Kramer, and she let me know that you guys were maybe having a little difficult time just maneuvering and accessing Google Classroom. So I am doing a very quick tutorial for you of how to get on, open the links, and then just kind of some quick suggestions. So I'm going to go ahead and just go through this quickly for you. You can pause and restart the video if you need to, if I'm going too fast. So I am actually in my daughter's Google Classroom, so you can kind of see what it looks like from a student standpoint. So every day when Destiny logs into her Google Classroom, this will kind of be her home page. It's called the stream, and you can see different notes from teachers and things that have been uploaded there. So that is your home page, essentially. What you're going to want to look at is the classwork. So every day at 7 o'clock, new classwork for the week will come up. And so it has everybody in second grade that is issuing assignments. And so again, each day at 7 o'clock, the new assignment for the day will come up. So for example, today is Friday, March 27th. So you would just click on that one and then view assignment. Okay, and it is going to pop up something like this. Every student is going to get essentially their own assignment, so their own copy of the lesson plan. And it is right over here under your work. Okay, so once you open view assignment, you're going to go over here to your work, and then you're just going to click. It's just one click, and it is going to open up the lesson plan for the day. As a parent, what I love about this lesson plan is the teachers really took into consideration your time at home, the fact that you may not be on the same schedule as school, you may need breaks in between, come back, and then also an opportunity to catch up. So if you'll notice, there's not any time really constraints of do this for 30 minutes, do this from 1 to 1:30. It really is kind of just up to you and what works best in your schedule. So you can essentially utilize this as a checklist with Destiny. Destiny is very smart on knowing how to look at this and go through and do the things she's supposed to do. If you wanted to, on a piece of scratch paper, write down, read aloud, reading, phonics, writing, science, math, social studies. Those are things that she's going to essentially have to do every day. So if you wrote that down on a piece of scratch paper, she could even check off as she did one. You do not have to do them in order. So you do not have to start with read aloud and go to this. You can start with the one, maybe the subject she likes the best, and then work down. This is essentially just a guideline of the things you need to do for the day, but it does not have to be done in this order. It does not have to be done all at once. So that's kind of the beauty of the way they've set this up. So again, a helpful tip might be on a piece of scratch paper to write down these different topics right here and just have her check them off as she does them, so that you can check in and see what you guys still need to finish. Okay, the main thing that I would say to you, Destiny, and to you, Miss Dillon, because I know it can get overwhelming with trying to do this and MTA. I would just really, if you're really going to only pick must-dos or non-negotiables for the day, you really want to make sure you're clicking anything that says click here. So anything that's in blue, that's something that heighten your awareness. You want to make sure you check in on that. We certainly want Destiny reading every day with the leveled reader that's in there, but we know that the MTA is taking quite a bit of time. So even if she's able to read 3 times a week, or get on Waterford, or you guys read together before bed, that would be great. So don't get so caught up on we didn't get everything done. Again, we know that time at home right now, everybody is trying to figure that out. But again, I would say make a checklist to make things easier so you can kind of visually see what you still need to do, and really pay attention to anything that says click here or it's highlighted. If it does say click here, all you're going to do is click. It's going to bring up the link and you're going to click it. It is that simple. Okay, I'm going to X out and go right back. So anything that says click here, you're going to click it, go down to the website link that pops up immediately, and it is going to open it up for you in a new browser. Okay, they have even embedded links for the assignments that you do need to turn in. Throughout the week, there have been some different activities like make a list with your compound words. They did some activities with a graph and a data plot. Those things are recommended. However, we understand that you may not have done all of them. But if it says click here and it pops up an assignment, that is something that she absolutely needs to make sure she gets done. Those are kind of how they're taking their completion grades and tracking progress and kind of keeping up with essentially, I would kind of say attendance, really. But that's really not technically, but that's how they're keeping up with what you're doing at home. They've made it easy for you because you don't have to upload essentially a picture or anything like that for those things. So example, today after she watches the video, which this is the third or fourth time they've watched the video, so this should not be the first time she's hearing this story this week. They are going to take a quiz on it. So you're just going to, again, click here, click the website that pops up, and all you have to do is read through the questions and click your answer. You don't have to upload anything. You don't have to write it on a separate piece of paper. So that is all there for you. Okay, the spelling quiz for today over the compound words that have been being introduced each day in a PowerPoint form, that is here. So again, if it says click here, you really want to make sure you're paying attention to that. Click and click. It's going to open it up in a new tab. You fill it out, complete it, hit submit, and you're good to go. And then you just go right back over to the tab that has the little blue box with the white lines. Yours would say Destiny at the top, not Chloe. Okay, all this week in writing and social study, or excuse me, and science, they have been researching an animal. So I believe, Destiny, I believe I helped you do a cheetah, I think. And so you should have picked a different animal this week. One of the ways that you could find research is by going to like a kid-friendly YouTube or something like that and searching for videos. That way you're not having to read a whole lot of information. There are some great kid-friendly animal information videos out there. If you haven't got started on that, or you really don't know how to get started, shoot me an email or let me know through Google Classroom, and I can send you some links with videos about the animal that you picked, and you could watch and listen to those, and then you could use that information in your chart that you're supposed to be filling about the animal research questions. That's going to be really important that you're working on, because you're going to use that next week for your writing assignment, okay? So throughout the week, you should have been filling that in. So they want you to upload it today. So there's a copy of it right here if you don't know what they're talking about when they say animal research paper. And then you're just going to upload it right here, okay? So it even gives you instructions right here of exactly how you're going to do that, okay? And then this week they've been working on math. So for target math, each day you would just open the document here. It's really just practice, and the answers are there at the end for you to check and review your answers. But again, this is kind of just daily math practice. This is not new instruction. It's just kind of like a warm-up. And then today there is a quiz. in math over the information they've been going over this week. So again, you're just going to click here, fill that information out, read through there, and then submit. Okay. And then there's also another place for you down below, and that's where you would insert your animal research page. So again, this is an overview. I hope that you are able to understand a little easier how to maneuver Google Classroom. Anytime that there is a quiz and it's got quite a bit of questions, if Destiny needs someone to read it aloud to her, I am available. Shoot me an email. Say, hey, are you available to give Destiny a call today? I'm actually working on a way to already have that set up so that you guys don't have to call somebody or wait. You can just do it on your own. So I am working for a way to do that and to get that implemented next week. We're all kind of learning this new technology this week. And so if that is something you need today, please reach out to me via email and I will give you guys a call to read through some of those with her. Again, I hope this was able to make it a little bit easier to understand. And again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, Miss Longsworth, or Miss Kramer. Have a good weekend, and we will see you on Google Classroom Monday for our second week of at-home learning.